Now, Good Morning Northwest, our tumultuous economy from inflation fears to housing woes. But this morning, there may finally be some good news.
Mostly dry and mild, not tumultuous at all when it comes to the forecast, but we are going to see a few showers. We're going to have that and the timing coming up.
And 13,000 people who are now allowed to vote in Washington are about to cast some ballots. Coming up, the law allowing convicted felons the right to vote and the man getting them registered. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance. Derek's off this morning. It is Friday, October 28th, and Mark is here checking out our weekend forecast with this first alert forecast.
It is only a matter of days or weeks, depending on your trees, that you're going to be seeing all these leaves falling as we now have Mother Nature caught up to the season. We're going to have a few showers today. Looks to be middle of the day, breezy at times. We're going to see dry most of the weekend. It's going to be, again, soggy coming into Halloween, and we'll talk about that timing as well. 24-hour forecast. Yeah, there's the showers coming in, middle of the day, 1 o'clock. Coming across, they're going to be short-lived. They're going to move out, and we're going to have a pretty nice evening. Of course, Battle of the Bell is going on up at Union Stadium. We'll be there today. I'll be there. 54 in Spokane, 54 into Coeur d'Alene, mid-50s all the way down into the Palouse. So our 12-hour planner has, again, those scattered shower potential between 11 and 1. Again, not going to last long. Our high today is going to be 54 degrees.
In this hour from the Breaking Now desk, the government just dropped some positive news for your Friday. New data shows the growth of the U.S. economy, and it says that our economy has rebounded after 2 quarters of declines. Now, here it is right here. That good news, gross domestic product grew at 2.6% annual rate in the 3rd quarter after shrinking for the first 6 months of the year. President Biden shared the positive news and pointed to declining gas prices as another area of growth. AAA reports the national average for a gallon of gas is now sitting near $3.76, down about 8 cents from a week ago, but still higher than this time last year.
The price of gasoline's falling, and I'm going to keep pushing until they get it down.
But there are still clouds of economic uncertainty on the horizon. The Federal Reserve is set to raise interest rates again next week, so we'll be tracking that closely here and see how that will impact inflation rates. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
The Spokane police are now releasing new body camera footage of an officer shooting and killing a man holding a child. This happened in January. Police say that man was holding the child hostage at knife point. The body cam footage shown at SPD's briefing yesterday shows officers arriving to a woman screaming for them to hurry. The woman identified herself as the mother of Peterson Camo, the man killed by police. In the video, she says he is going to kill the baby and himself. The responding officers told detectives they saw a knife in Camo's right hand. In the other hand, the child. They say they could not use a taser because Camo had apparently doused the ground with a flammable liquid.
They make a decision based on when they think they need to act to protect that life. If, you know, this could have all changed if, depending on the conversation, if he lets the child, or even if he comes out just to where they can establish dialogue, to where they can see the child safe and they can see, you know, I would have been concerned if I was there that he's going to light that house on fire, because if a fire starts up there, we have no ability to get up the stairs.
County Prosecutor Larry Haskell is still in the process of finishing his review of the case. Police are waiting on that. Bill Gilbert, the family's lawyer, says no lawsuit's been filed yet. He says he is waiting for police policy and procedure experts to weigh in on any potential wrongdoing on the officers' parts. Kootenai County deputies responded to a call from a woman who said a man stabbed her near the Lake Drive Motel in Coeur d'Alene. They say he left the scene before they arrived. However, Idaho State Police found 40-year-old Brandon White shortly after. They arrested White on an aggravated battery charge. The sheriff's office is investigating. Well, thanks to new legislation, felons in Washington will be able to vote this November. That's nearly 13,000 people. One of those people is Cyril Walren, who was incarcerated at 17 years old and spent 17 years in prison. He was just released August 1st.
Very next day to register to vote and to vote in the primaries, you know, really gave me a sense of connectivity within my community, where I realized that it's not about just talking and having all these different opinions, but really I'm making my voice and my vote count.
And the Department of Corrections says it is trying to move away from treating people who have past convictions as outcasts forever. They say the ability to vote reduces the chances a criminal will reoffend and that people act positively in their communities when they feel included in them. Walrond is now working to get those who are currently in jail registered to vote. He has registered 91 people in the Pierce County Jail so far.
Keep your rosaries off my ovaries!
Americans will go to the polls just months after the Supreme Court ended the constitutional right to abortion. While the economy is a top issue for most voters, a recent ABC News poll found 63% of Americans consider abortion access their top priority. Since the ruling, at least 14 states have stopped nearly all abortion services.
I'm voting to have a choice in what happens to my body.
I am very, very much pro-life, and I'm so glad that it went back to the states.
In Georgia, a 6-week ban is in place. In Kansas, voters overwhelmingly decided to protect the right to choose. It was the first state to give the public a chance to weigh in on abortion rights. Kentucky, California, Vermont, and Michigan are also expected to have abortion on the ballot. Some lawmakers want to take things even further by imposing a nationwide ban on certain abortions. President Biden is promising that Democrats will protect access to abortion under federal law if they win enough seats in November. But the party of the president usually loses seats in the midterms, so that will likely be a tall order for Democrats. Well, it felt like we were just leaving summer behind a couple of weeks ago, but it's already time to start thinking about hitting the ski slopes. Destiny Richards is live this morning at the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol Ski Swap.
The ski swap is officially back after more than 2 years, and this is a perfect time to take your entire family out to get some new ski gear. Or if you have some old gear that you want to drop off, this is the place to do that as well. Everything kicks off today with that gear registration, so dropping off that gear, and then you can shop this Saturday and Sunday. The great thing about this is that it goes towards Mount Spokane Ski Patrol. They are all volunteer, and all the money also stays local to local shops that donate the gear as well. So we'll talk about all of this morning on Good Morning Northwest.
Oh, lots of great deals to be had. It's now 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. And what do you got for us? What kind of deals you got?
I've got a question.
Oh, you do?
What is First Interstate Bank doing today?
First Interstate Bank, all their employees are wearing crazy socks because it's wrapping up Socktober, which is a great time to donate new socks, and that will come to go to the kids at Teen and Kid Closet who are in need of having their toes warm this winter.
We need socks. We need coats. And again, we've got coats for kids. We got lots going on.
Lots happening.
Mother Nature is not throwing a ton at us today or tomorrow. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up.
Also coming up, billionaire Elon Musk took control of Twitter and immediately made massive changes. How it could affect you in the Twitterverse coming up. And there's some good news and some bad news from the Mars rover. We'll explain both just ahead.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Save your greed!
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we traced the smell and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing!
Papa Murphy's.
Long ago, Patty Murray said,
I believe that there's a place for real people in government.
Then Murray went to this Washington, the place of 30-year career politicians, record inflation, extreme gridlock. It's time for change. Tiffany Smiley, nurse, mom of 3, military wife, and veterans advocate. 30 years is long enough. It's Tiffany's time for real change. ESA Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a matching air conditioner with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free AC from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Right now, before rates go up, get what you really want. The coolest cars, the most powerful trucks, and the hottest SUVs. Get the max for your money during the Time to Buy event. 0 down, 0 payments till next year. 0 cost max lifetime warranty. 1.9% interest. And get this, $4,000 over KBB for your trade. Plus, get a $250 gas card with purchase. Right now, the Time to Buy event. Hurry in, 7 days only. It all ends Tuesday night. Only at Max Auto Sports.
Vote with confidence this November. In Washington, our layered cybersecurity systems, trained officials, and election audits make sure every vote is counted accurately. After you've received your ballot packet in the mail, fill it out and send it back in your signed return envelope. You can also put it in an official Dropbox or submit it in person. Visit votewa.gov to register, find voting locations, and check your ballot status.
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we traced the smell, and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing.
Papa Murphy's.
It is 6:10 breaking news this morning. It is official. Elon Musk is the new owner of Twitter, and he's already cleaning house. Musk made his announcement with a tweet simply saying, "The bird is freed." One of his first acts, firing CEO Parag Agrawal and 2 other executives, according to 2 people familiar with the decision. So what could a new regime at Twitter mean for users? Well, the answer could start with money. Musk bought Twitter for about $44 billion, and he presumably wants to earn that back. One analyst thinks he could leverage advertising or make Twitter a subscription service. Users also might notice a different approach to deleting tweets and banning users. Musk has said he disagrees with Twitter's practice of permanent bans, so it's possible Twitter could give a pardon to former President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, Musk's electric vehicle company Tesla is under criminal investigation. Safety regulators are looking into whether Tesla falsely advertised its autopilot feature, making it seem like Teslas were completely self-driving cars, which led drivers to relax behind the wheel with deadly consequences. In 2016, Elon Musk described autopilot as, quote, probably better than a human driver. And last week, Musk said Tesla is going to release an upgraded version, allowing customers to travel, quote, to the grocery store without you touching the wheel. A video currently on their website says the person in the driver's seat is only there for legal reasons.
I think, but I'm quite confident that within 3 years, the car will be able to take you from point to point, like basically from your driveway to work without you touching anything. You could be asleep the whole time and do so very safely.
But the crashes Tesla have been in while autopilot was engaged tell a very different story. Last year, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration started looking into 16 crashes involving Teslas slamming into parked emergency vehicles. One of the crashes was fatal.
6:12, it's a Friday morning, and good morning to you. The 10-second takeaway, well, it's going to be cloudy. It's not going to be a horrible day today. Maybe some sun breaks, but also midday showers. Grab a coat, grab a sweater. Our high today, 54.
It's good news, bad news for NASA's InSight crew. The Mars lander will run out of power and stop operations within 4 to 8 weeks. NASA says it's because dust has been building on its solar panels. But there is plenty of good news for InSight, which has been on Mars since 2018. It's helped reveal the planet's internal structure and detected its seismic activity. And recently, science detailed a big meteorite strike near the equator that left behind a huge crater and boulder-sized blocks of ice. Scientists say the information could be a game changer for future human exploration. Good morning. Northwest Time is now 6:13. What are our chances for rain this weekend and beyond? Stick around for Mark's full forecast. That's about 5 minutes away. And after 2 years away, the region's largest winter gear sales event is back. Destiny Richards is live from the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol Ski Swap right after the break.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
celebrate 25 years of magical memories at Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show. Make your holiday bright with a stay at your favorite hotel on the lake.
Farming has always been a crucial part of the Inland Northwest. The Washington Association of Wheat Growers is proud to recognize the backbone of our economy.
Across the state of Washington, wheat farmers continue to rise to the challenges of the times. We improve our soil health while sequestering carbon. We rely on a complex but efficient transportation system that continues to improve every year while producing a high-quality product that is consumed throughout the world.
A tribute for our great Inland Northwest farmers. Brought to you by the Washington Association of Wheat Growers.
In America, we have a pressure from every quarter trying to destroy the opportunity for people to be able to build their own futures. We see an economy that has gone from the strongest economy that we have seen to one in which we have raging inflation. Our borders must be protected. We are seeing unprecedented entry, 2 million illegal entries, with the drugs and the violence that comes with it. I'm going to fight to make sure that we stop those problems. I'm Mike Crapo, and I approve this message.
If you're looking to score big on the best lineup of new and used vehicles, then come on down to Finley. At Finley Downtown Toyota, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices, including the popular Toyota Tacoma and RAV4, perfect for the winter months ahead. And right now, you can also get great financing up to 60 months. So if you're looking for a touchdown of savings, you can find it at Finley. Finley Toyota's downtown.
Browning Pro Steel Safes offer industry-leading storage solutions with fully adjustable shelving, high-capacity barrel racks, and patented door storage. Your adventure begins and ends with Browning Pro Steel Safes.
Available at Safe and Vault store in the Spokane Valley.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Center.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Some breaking news from the Now desk. Just a few moments ago, Paul Pelosi, husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, was, quote, violently assaulted by someone who broke into his San Francisco home early today, according to her spokesperson. I wanted to show you that official statement. Here it is right here. So we can see here that it does indeed say early this morning the assailant broke into the Pelosi residence in San Francisco. So the family is requesting some privacy at this time. We will be following the story throughout the morning and checking back in on any more information we can find.
Cindy, thanks so much. And we have learned that the speaker was not at that home at the time. It will soon be time to hit the slopes in the Inland Northwest. And if you are new to skiing or want to give away some old gear and swap it out for something new, the Ski Swap is back in town. Destiny Richards is live at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center telling us about this first swap in more than 2 years.
That's right. We are thinking ahead to winter already, because if you want some new ski gear, some new snowboarding gear, snowshoeing gear, this is the place to get some great deals. We are here with Kristen, who is the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol Director. Tell us, for those waking up with us this morning, what the Ski Swap is.
What the Ski Swap is, well, as you can see behind us, this is the biggest winter gear retail event in the Pacific Northwest. We've actually got 25,000 items, and you mentioned it, everything from skis, snowboards, helmets, boots, goggles, snowshoes, Nordic skis, we've got it all. And what's awesome is all the proceeds from Ski Swap benefit the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol and allow us to do our jobs up on the mountain.
Yeah, and everything here is from local ski board, snowboard shops, things like that.
Everything you see behind us right now is from local shops. Later on this afternoon from 3 to 8, anybody from the public who's got gear and wants to sell it is welcome to come in and sell their gear. But as you can see, we have a huge inventory of gear that has been brought in from the shops, and it's everything from experience to lots of stuff brand new still in the shrink wrap.
All right, great. So great time for people to come in, no matter what your age is. If you have some kids that need new gear, this is a great place to get some stuff too. And coming up later, I think I want to get outfitted for some gear this morning. All right, so that's coming up later. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, they can steer you in the right direction.
Oh,
There's no doubt about it. Raising 3 boys, they're growing out of their gear so quickly.
Yeah.
That's a blessing for families. It
really is. Yeah.
Plus, you can just get winter gear.
And they have lots of really cool new stuff that you can check out, too.
Winter is coming. All right. We've got some.
Like soon?
And by middle of next week, we could see some snow in the lower Everglades. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hi, good morning, everybody. Here is a look at your morning drive. The green light is on. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s, so not looking too bad at all. We are going to see in our 48-hour forecast, I say the opportunity. We're going to see a chance of showers. That's going to happen middle of the day, maybe the noon hour. Not going to last long. And then it's going to push out. And then it's going to dry out. Saturday looking to be really nice. We're going to have variable clouds, no doubt about it. Into the central part of the state looking really good. And then we get into what will be Sunday morning. And we start to see the rain into the Puget Sound. We see snow into the Cascades. That's going to work its way towards us for Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. Now, we look at our forecast for the day. Again, 54 degrees, clouds, midday scattered showers. Overnight, we're going to be dry, cool, 38 degrees. Winds are going to calm down south 5 to 15 miles an hour. Boy, they were blustery this morning. All right, so temperatures currently, now it's a mild start to the day with the cloud cover. Liberty Lake 49, 45 Hayden, 48 into Coeur d'Alene. We're officially sitting at 46 degrees, but temperatures nearing 50 downtown. Not looking too bad. Satellite and radar, yeah, busy into, well, British Columbia, down in through the Cascades. If you're going to be traveling over Snoqualmie Pass, looking pretty good with rain and wet roadways, but should not see snow there over the next 24 hours. We're going to see in our winds, those winds firing up around the time that we'll see some of the rain. It'll push out, calm down, and it'll be pretty nice. Highs today are going to be in the mid-50s. Not too shabby. 51 to Sandpoint for this time of year. That's nice. Bonners Ferry, 51. Colville, you're going to be at 52 degrees. We'll be low to mid-50s into the Palouse. It'll be 54 Saturday. Sunday, again, the afternoon, evening rain into Monday, which is Halloween. Looks like 54 degrees. We're still keeping track on trick-or-treating and what the arrival is for that. So we need to sort of prepare today for maybe some wet candy on Monday, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, I know we will. And then Monday, of course, Monday morning, we'll be dialing that in.
Oh, to the minute, if possible.
My goodness. Darn it, though. Hey, it is now 6:22. WSU played a rare Thursday night football game against a ranked opponent last night, but came up short against the Utes. We will hear from Cougar coach Jake Dickert about what the Cougs can take away from last night's disappointing loss. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
This is it. Your last chance to buy a 2022 RV at Appleway RV in Liberty Lake. We're out to sell all remaining 2022 inventory by October 31st. To do that, we must drastically drop prices, and we are. Choose from over 130 RVs with discounts as high as $75,000 and prices under $24,000 and just $178 a month. They'll sell fast, so hurry to our last chance 2022 RV clearance at Appleway RV in Liberty Lake. Family adventure starts here.
You hear stories every single day of people being mugged or shot.
I've been accosted by homeless people and drug addicts.
It is absolutely not safe.
We're lifelong Democrats.
I have voted for Patty Murray many times.
At least 5 times.
But I just can't do it this time.
We're voting for Tiffany Smiley.
Vote Tiffany Smiley.
Tiffany Smiley is the right person for the job.
She gives me hope.
I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message.
The nonstop sirens. This is why you don't vote for Patty Murray. Never used to be like this.
I'm Aaron Luna from 4 News Now. There's a lot on the line this election day. Before you vote, get informed with For the People coverage. Send your questions to KXLY.com. We'll get answers now until election day. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Spokane and North Idaho's country leader.
It goes like one margarita. Bluebird in my heart. Baby, you're playing hard to forget.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
When the weather outside is frightful, your home or office can be delightful. American craftsmanship is getting harder to find and even harder to experience, but not with Vermont Casting. Stoves and inserts are hand-built with you in mind. No detail is too small. The result? Timeless furniture, quality beauty that delivers efficient heat to your home. Vermont Castings, handcrafted to set your living space apart in style and in comfort. Visit our showroom for gas, wood, and pellet stoves. Andy's Heating and Cooling, since 72, thanks to you.
Last year, I got the call that every parent dreads. My teenage daughter was in a horrible car accident on her way to school at that dangerous Highway 195 intersection. Latah Valley was developed without local schools or roadway safety. Al French wouldn't even meet to discuss the problems. We need more than someone who only listens to rich developer donors, cramming more houses into the area, making the problem worse. After 20 years of Al French, it's time for a change.
It is 6:25 in 4 News Now Sports. It was a rare Thursday night football game, college. Washington State football returned to the field last night with a big-time matchup against Utah. It was the first Thursday night game for Wazoo in 9 years, and they were bringing one of the top defenses in the Pac-12 and some snazzy new Wazoo helmets. But the Cougs ultimately had a tough time getting anything going on offense against the number 14 Utes, losing 21-17. They were missing 2 of their key targets on offense in Renard Bell and Nikhil Watson. But head coach Jake Dickert did not make excuses and says the team still has a long way to go.
Offensively, we're just not doing anything well to lean our hat on right now, and it's not been able to run the ball. Obviously, Jalen was missing there in the second half. Negative plays, not being able to take it down the field, turnover once on a 4th down. There's just a lot of things that we need to look in the mirror and try to figure out what we can do well, and we got to lean on that.
Once again, that final score, Utah 21, WSU 17. That leaves the Cougs with a 4-4 record right now and still in need of 2 more wins to be bowl eligible with 4 Pac-12 games left to play. Their next game 8 days from now at Stanford. Good Morning Northwest time is 6:26. Before we go to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look on the front lines of pediatric hospitals across the nation.
We're seeing kids who are coughing and working hard to breathe, ones who can't eat well, who need different forms of oxygen to help them breathe, and then the breathing tube and ventilators when it gets the worst. It's a really tough virus.
ABC News going inside Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, Texas, as nurses and doctors deal with a surge in viruses.
What worries me is the fact that we're seeing flu increase. That's my biggest worry right now. We have a lot of kids admitted right now with RSV. That's our concern, is what does that look like 2 weeks down, a week down the road.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you what the experts here are saying, plus the symptoms every parent needs to look out for. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
What if the people of Spokane decided to completely end domestic violence? What if we committed to the idea that all of our neighbors deserve a safe home? What if we said no more fear? Working together, we will make the dream a reality. Learn the signs, get educated, make a difference. Visit endtheviolencespokane.org. Spokane will end the violence.
A
lot of politicians like to talk big, but where's the action? Al French is a leader we can trust, and Al's results speak for themselves. Al has won funding for our roads to keep goods moving. As costs skyrocket, Al has pledged no county property tax increase. His opponent wants to give criminals a get-out-of-jail-free card, while Al dedicated more funding to the Sheriff's Department to keep families safe.
I'm Al French. I'm asking for your vote so I can keep getting results for you.
Granite Concepts, beauty set in stone.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
In the 4 News Now story tracker, stories people are talking about this morning. Big breaking news. Elon Musk finally owns Twitter. A source familiar with the $44 billion deal says shortly after it closed, Musk fired the CEO and other top executives. Musk is on record saying he disagrees with permanent bans from the platform, so many will be watching to see when or if former President Donald Trump will be back on the platform. Such a move could have a major impact on the midterm elections and the 2024 presidential race. Of course, Halloween is Monday, but the last weekend in October is a big one for our Halloween events here. We have a list of some ways you can celebrate locally, including the final weekend of Scarywood, a haunted walking tour, and the Spokandy Crawl. To see the entire list, including a rundown of local haunted houses and trunk-or-treat events, find this article on KXLY.com. And if you're looking for a fun, free thing to do tomorrow, the Louvre Carousel in Riverfront Park is offering free rides from noon to 4. All you have to do is stop by the TDS Fiber booth located right in front of the Carousel building and pick up a free ticket. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance. Derek is off this morning. It is Friday, October 28th, and Mark is here taking a look at that first alert forecast and our weekend.
All right, good morning, everybody. So breezy this morning, but temperatures are mild into the mid-40s. Dry skies, so it's going to be a good commute on the way to work and a mild walk to school or waiting for the bus. But putting on some layers today because of those winds. A few showers expect to come in later on today. With those winds, breezy conditions come in. It's going to be dry most of the weekend, but a soggy start to Sunday night into Monday morning for Halloween. We're going to be tracking those showers. The showers expected today are going to be brief. They're going to happen into the noon hour, noon, 1 o'clock. We're going to see some scattered rain showers come through. They're not going to last long. They'll kick out. Higher elevations could see some light snow, but that'll be above 4,000 feet. And we'll continue to have dry afternoon and a dry Saturday. Temperatures into the mid-50s today, all the way down into Pullman, mid-60s from the LC Valley all the way across the Tri-Cities. North Idaho, you're going to be in the low 50s. Today's day planner, yeah, cloudy, 45 heading out, 49 at lunch, again with that chance of some scattered rain showers. Dry for dinner with a high of 54 today.
From the Breaking Now desk, 2 local homeless shelters are under new management. Yesterday, I told you that the Salvation Army may take over the Cannon Shelter and Trent Resource Center. Well, the city of Spokane has approved this change, and the Salvation Army is expected to take over immediately. The city says they can't trust the Guardians Foundation anymore. Police are also investigating a former Guardians employee accused of embezzling money. The city administrator now says they noticed numerous irregularities with the Guardians over the past few weeks, including no internal accounting systems, and their expenditures were not adding up. This organization's been contracted by the city before, and now council members are worried taxpayers' money hasn't been used to help the homeless.
So how do we know those charges are not also fraudulent charges?
So all the previous charges within the last 18 months are part of that audit and forensic review by our finance team and our team from CHHS. We are looking at all of those previous invoices over the last 18 months.
The Salvation Army plans to conduct some initial assessments, but don't plan to make any immediate changes to the operations. The organization wants to instill more hope in the community with their work. They also hope that their efforts will truly help Spokane's homeless population. Reporting in the studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Oh, right now, the wait list is 3 years for low-income housing in Spokane County. If you qualified for low-income housing in the county today, it would be 2025 before you could move in. After a global pandemic, a growing homeless population, and skyrocketing rents, that number hasn't changed in several years for housing, and the community is in dire need of relief. The cost of living is one of the main driving factors behind this. ApartmentFinder.com estimates the average cost of a 2-bedroom apartment is more than $1,300. And these high prices, coupled with a lack of supplies, pricing people out, forcing some to turn to low-income housing options. The director of the Low-Income Housing Consortium, Ben Stuckert, tells us a normal wait period for low-income housing is roughly 3 months. And to alleviate this situation, the county would have to double the living options it currently offers.
We have a need for about 7,000 apartments, low-income apartments in our community right now. About 7,000 or 8,000, so we need to double what we've produced.
Stuckert says there is a severe need to address the problem, and all the money the government and state can provide is a tremendous help. A 17-year-old is looking at up to 10 years behind bars after being convicted of dealing fentanyl on school grounds at Post Falls, causing another student to overdose. Police say in June they had to revive an unconscious student at Post Falls High School using Narcan. They say Randy Termonton was dealing fentanyl pills at school when a classmate overdosed. He was prosecuted as an adult earlier this month. He is now spending the next year in a treatment program. After that, a judge will assess whether to put him on probation or leave him in prison for the remaining 9 years of his sentence. Police in New York are investigating whether a popular challenge on social media is to blame for a crash that killed 4 teenagers. The so-called Kia challenge is already blamed for a huge spike in car thefts around the country. Now the 16-year-old driver involved in a tragic crash in Buffalo, New York, who police say may have been motivated by this challenge, is due in court today. 4 passengers were killed, ages 14 to 19. Kia and Hyundai vehicles apparently have a defect that allows them to be easily hot-wired.
Kias are widely publicized. The Kia challenge, as it's called, they are very easy, unfortunately, to steal.
Hyundai is the parent company of Kia. Kia America acknowledging the problem, saying, while no car can be made completely theft-proof, Kia America has pledged to work closely with local law enforcement in their fight by providing, at no cost, steering wheel locks as an optional safeguard. Police say the Hyundais and Kias being targeted are models sold between 2010 and 2021. This Saturday is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. That's when the DEA and law enforcement will accept prescription drug disposals at designated sites throughout Spokane between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. There are several locations, including Yokes and Airway Heights, Cops Northwest, and several police stations and sheriff's offices. For a complete list, find this article on KXLY.com. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:37. Mark is back, and we're talking about the winds.
Yeah, we had the winds yesterday in Spokane. We're still going to see breezy conditions, but into Coeur d'Alene and down into Lewiston, gusting almost to 20 in Coeur d'Alene to gusting to 28 into the LC Valley. So that could add a little wind chill to your morning. Put on those layers. Your full forecast coming up.
And health experts are warning of a possible COVID surge this winter, while interest in getting a COVID booster shot is still dwindling. That's when Good Morning Northwest continues.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
They keep us safe, put their lives on the line every day. Yet radicals want to defund the police and give criminals get-out-of-jail-free cards. That's the last thing we need. Law enforcement has a champion, Cathy McMorris Rodgers. Cathy says no to defunding the police and voted to secure more funding for local police departments. Endorsed by police and sheriffs, Cathy backs the blue, and they back her.
I'm Cathy McMorris Rodgers, and I approve this message.
Cash prizes are alive at Spokane Tribe Casino. Don't miss your chance to steal a share of the $60,000 in Frankenstein fortunes. Join us every Saturday this October, where lucky guests will win scary cash prizes. Any unclaimed prizes will be added to the next week's drawing for a minimum top prize of $5,000. Come claim your share of Frankenstein's fortunes this October only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
In America, we have a pressure from every quarter trying to destroy the opportunity for people to be able to build their own futures. We see an economy that has gone from the strongest economy that we have seen to one in which we have raging inflation. Our borders must be protected. We are seeing unprecedented entry, 2 million illegal entries, with the drugs and the violence that comes with it. I'm going to fight to make sure that we stop those problems. I'm Mike Crapo, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Chris with Clark's Tire and Automotive. Right now is the best time to get your vehicle in to get it checked over. Come on in for a free winter inspection. We're going to check your brakes, shocks, struts, tires, air filter, wiper blades, and your heating and cooling system to make sure you're winter ready. If you can't make it into one of our shops, give us a call. We now have a mobile service. We offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile parts and labor warranty. We support our local law enforcement, our schools, our nurses and doctors, and we're here to support you. Come and try us out. We are a friendly neighborhood service repair center.
Listen up, everything we've worked for has led to this moment. Training is over. It's time to be efficient, like the Kubota Grand L Series. It is time to grind, like the Kubota LX Series, which is packed with extras. It's time to be tough, like the rugged BX Series. So let's get out there and plow, fight, and win.
It's 6:40 in News for Your Health. Health experts keep warning us about the potential surge in cases of the flu, COVID, and other respiratory viruses like RSV. But new numbers show interest in getting the latest COVID booster is down. 2 new studies show the updated booster works as well against variants BA4 and BA5, suggesting our bodies are well trained now to fight against the original virus. Health experts say additional shots mostly reinforce that response.
The new vaccines keep up. I suspect that there may be another vaccine next fall, but we're getting into a tempo where for a majority of people, it's going to be a once-a-year updated vaccine.
According to a new study released earlier this month, if more people in the U.S. get their COVID booster by the end of the year, about 90,000 deaths could be prevented this fall and winter.
10-second takeaway. It's a Friday morning, and good morning to you. Oh, cloudy and cool, but it's not cold. We're in the mid-40s with some winds. You're going to want to grab a coat, a sweater, get some light layers. 54 the high today.
The world's largest volcano is on the Big Island of Hawaii, and experts are warning residents that it could erupt any day. A spike in earthquakes at the top of Mauna Loa has scientists concerned.
We have influx of magma into the reservoir, and the volcano starting to swell with the influx of magma, and it shows the volcano is inflating. And that then translated into us getting a little bit more concerned.
The Kilauea erupted in 2018 and destroyed 700 homes. Good morning, Northwest Time is now 6:42. Destiny Richards is live at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center this morning.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to get all of your winter gear needs. We are here at the Ski Swap happening Saturday and Sunday. We'll tell you what you need to know to get your winter gear and clothes on. That's coming up.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who can lower or cancel offers without notice. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
There's a clear choice for Senate. While Tiffany Smiley stood with Mitch McConnell and the big drug companies to oppose lowering the cost of prescription drugs, Patty Murray is busy working for us.
I worked with Democrats and Republicans to ban surprise medical bills, and I led the fight to pass legislation to lower the cost of prescription drugs, including capping insulin at $35 a month. I'm Patty Murray. I approve this message to focus on what really matters, you.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene.
Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
If you're looking to score big on the best lineup of new and used vehicles, then come on down to Finley. At Finley Downtown Toyota, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices, including the popular Toyota Tacoma and RAV4, perfect for the winter months ahead. And right now, you can also get great financing up to 60 months. So if you're looking for a touchdown of savings, you can find it at Finley. Finley Toyota's downtown.
It's time for change. It's time to heal the division in our state. As a representative of the people, I will fight for free enterprise and protect small business from the overreaching runaway government. I feel strongly that my skills and experience developed from my professional career are desperately needed in Olympia. It's time for less overreach and more freedom. I'm Suzanne Schmidt for 4th District Representative, Republican.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
It is now 7:15. It's the largest sale of winter sports gear and clothing in our region, and it's back this weekend. The Mount Spokane Ski Patrol Ski Swap is the perfect time to get you and your family ready for the winter season. Destiny Richards is live at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center with a look at some of the gear, and you are decked out. You're ready to go.
I am. I'm very warm right now, but all the things that you're going to need when you go up on the mountain, I'm outfitted in my jacket here. I don't have boots on. I have my jacket with the fur here. I have goggles, a helmet. I chose fashion and matching over getting really bright stuff. And then I have my skis here. Nice pair of skis. And we are here with Kristen again with Mount Spokane Ski Patrol. Lots more sections to go through, though, before I'm completely decked out.
A few more sections, but you kind of got the shop swapping experience, didn't you? A lot of things to choose from, lots of options. You can do that bright and flashy, or you can do stylish, and either top of the line gear or really crazy deals. We found some out there.
Yeah, and going through, I realized there are some things I wouldn't be able to interpret on my own, like the sizes and if these goggles would go over my glasses, but you guys are here to help people out.
Yep, that's exactly what we're here for. We'll have patrol volunteers available. Just look for the White Cross, and actually quite a few community volunteers come in and help out with swaps. So if folks look for the name tags, we'll help you find the right gear for you.
All right, awesome. And this is, of course, all proceeds going to help you guys on the mountain because you do rescues, you do medical services, things like that. I've seen you guys out there from the one time I have been skiing. But thank you so much for joining us this morning. You can join in on all of the ski swap action today if you're selling anything between 3 and 8 p.m. And then, of course, this weekend, 9 to 5 on Saturday, 9 to noon on Sunday to get your shopping on. You can go to our website, kxly.com, for all the details, and I'll send it back to you guys.
Yeah, you look like a pro. We want to remind you there is still time to send us your photos for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whether you are battling breast cancer yourself, celebrating someone who has beat it, remembering someone you lost, or just supporting the work being done to find a cure, share your Together for a Cure photo on KXLY.com all the rest of the month. One random entry will win an incredible spa package from the Davenport, courtesy of Cancer Care Northwest. Just share those pictures now through Monday on KXLY.com. And here's a live look. We are panning the horizon there over downtown Spokane.
No rain in that shot.
No
fog in there. Some light winds. Not bad. You had some light winds coming into work this morning. Yeah, so some light layers today would help with that. It's mild, mid-40s. By the way, when it comes to the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol, they've hauled me off of that mountain in a stretcher. They do a beautiful job with a blown knee. So they're well-trained. They're great people. All right, 43 to 45 heading out the door. We're going to have those temperatures throughout the morning. Green light for the morning drive. Nothing out there that's really going to be a mess. Now, let's take a look at where our next system is. This is what we currently have. We've got some rain some rain showers on the backside of this. That's going to come across midday. It's up there. Let me direct your attention up to the Gulf of Alaska. That's coming in for Sunday night into Monday. That's where the next big thing is coming for us. So 54 degrees today. Clouds, again, a midday shower, not expecting much there. 38 for the overnight low, so still relatively mild. Right now, temperatures nearing 50 degrees. Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake, 45 in Hayden, 48 into Coeur d'Alene. Gusty winds into Coeur d'Alene all the way down into the LC Valley, crossing over the Rockies. Now, we do have in our satellite and radar the rain that is sitting into areas of Seattle, crossing over now into the Cascades. It's going to take a while, but we're going to see really some energy coming out of BC that's going to trigger, again, some of those isolated and scattered midday showers. Winds are going to accompany that with a bit of a frontal change, so we'll see those midday as well. Mid-50s all over the place, 52 into Colville, 51 Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. We'll have mid-50s again Saturday, dry. Sunday, 53 with rain coming in later Sunday into Monday, mountain snows, and then Wednesday we could see a mix in the lower elevations. Temperatures around freezing with rain forecasted Tuesday and Wednesday. It's the early morning lows. Could see some interesting. We'll be keeping a close eye on that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, Mark, thank you much. It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint is coming up right after this break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Carpet Barn.
September 7th was horrible.
All hell broke loose.
80% of the town lost their homes. My family's home burned to the ground. It was just heartbreaking. Kathy was there for us. Not taking political sides. She's done a lot.
Put her name on the line to help here.
Kathy helped us start the journey to rebuilding.
She went above and beyond. She genuinely, actually cares.
I'm Kathy McMorris Rogers, and I approve this message.
Josh Duhamel from the Mighty Ducks.
I hadn't skated for like 35 years. I was like Bambi out on the ice. It was not pretty.
I bet my thighs would just burn.
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
Chihuahua Casino's annual Halloween Boo Bash is this Saturday, October 29th. This year's theme is Heroes and Villains. Dress up in your favorite Heroes and Villains Halloween costume. You could win your share of $1,800 cash, cash prizes, and door prizes, costume contest, music with Key 101, jackpots, food, and fun. Chihuahua Casino is the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking. Learn more at ChihuahuaCasino.com.
I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message.
A 2-year-old overdosed on fentanyl she found in the park where she played. It's not just our cities. It's killing kids from Bellingham to Pullman because Patty Murray kept our borders open and defunded our police. Now, record rapes, carjacking, murders, and overdoses plague our communities, and victims have nowhere to turn. Who's to blame? Patty Murray. 30 years, and we are less safe.
Is your home ready to make warm memories this holiday season? Call local family-owned Factory Rep Blinds. From Roman shades and screens to draperies and shutters, Factory Rep Blinds has every type of window treatment from all the major brands. Not only do they install at no extra charge, but they'll bring samples to you. Call for your free consultation at 509-327-9637. That's 509-327-9637. Call local family-owned Factory Rep Blinds. We do the work. You enjoy the results.
Are you ready for winter and unexpected power outages? Talk with the experts at Country Homes Power to find the best fireplace to protect your home, even when the power goes out. Like Valor gas fireplaces. Visit Country Homes Power today.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday with the morning sprint. Sydney Charles with the latest update on new management over 2 of Spokane's homeless centers. Destiny Richards is live telling us about the first Ski Patrol ski swap, more than 2 years. But let's get now to Mark Peterson helping us. get ready for our weekend.
All right, first alert weather and that first alert forecast. Right now, starting off dry, temperatures in the mid-40s. Some gusty winds into the Coeur d'Alene, LC Valley right now, all the way south. That 24-hour forecast. Yeah, we've got some showers that look to be coming in. They're going to be brief. That's going to happen around the noon hour, moving out for the afternoon. And we see our highs day into the mid-40s. And in fact, we're going to see a high today of 54 degrees.
Breaking news this morning, Paul Pelosi, husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, was violently assaulted by someone who broke into his San Francisco home early today. That's according to the House Speaker's spokesperson. Mr. Pelosi was taken to the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. We know that the House Speaker was not home at the time of the attack, and we have had no information about the attacker. Kootenai County deputies responded to a call from a woman who said a man stabbed her near the Lake Drive Motel in Coeur d'Alene. They say he left the scene before they arrived. However, Idaho State Police found 40-year-old Brandon White shortly after. They arrested him on an aggravated battery charge. The sheriff's office is investigating. Thanks to new legislation, felons in Washington will be able to vote this November. The Department of Corrections says it's trying to move away from treating people who have past convictions as outcasts forever. They say the ability to vote reduces the chances a criminal will reoffend and that people act positively in their communities when they feel included in them.
Keep your rosaries off my ovaries!
Americans will go to the polls just months after the Supreme Court ended the constitutional right to abortion. While the economy is a top issue for lots of voters, a recent ABC poll found 63% of Americans consider abortion access their priority. Since the ruling, at least 14 states have stopped nearly all abortion services.
And the Salvation Army will take over management of the Cannon Shelter and Trent Resource Center. The Salvation Army will take them over immediately. This news comes as the city is now saying they can't trust the Guardians Foundation anymore. Police are also investigating a former Guardians employee accused of embezzling money. The city administrator now says they noticed numerous irregularities with the Guardians over the past few weeks, including no internal accounting systems and their expenditures not adding up.
Spokane police released new body camera footage of an officer shooting and killing a man holding a young child. This happened back in January. The body cam footage shown at SPD's briefing yesterday shows officers arriving to a woman screaming for them to hurry. The woman identified herself as the mother of Peterson Camo, the man killed by police. In the video, she says that he is going to kill the baby and himself. Responding officers told detectives they saw a knife in Camo's right hand, and in his left hand, the child. County Prosecutor Larry Haskell is in the process of finishing his review of the case. Police are waiting on that, as is the attorney for the family. Right now, the wait list is 3 years for low-income housing in Spokane County. The cost of living is one of the main driving factors behind this. ApartmentFinder.com estimates the average cost of a two-bedroom apartment more than $1,300. The high prices, coupled with a lack of supply, is pricing people out, forcing some to turn to low-income housing options. The director of the Low-Income Housing Consortium says normally a wait period for low-income housing is just 3 months. To alleviate this situation, the county would have to double the living options it currently offers. A 17-year-old is looking at up to 10 years behind bars. He was convicted of dealing fentanyl on school grounds at Post Falls, causing another student to overdose. Police say in June they had to revive an unconscious student at Post Falls High School using Narcan. They say Randy Termotten was dealing fentanyl pills at school when his classmate overdosed. He was prosecuted as an adult earlier this month. He's now spending the next year in a treatment program. After that, a judge will assess whether to put him on probation or leave him in prison for the remaining 9 years of his sentence.
And this morning we have been talking all about the return of the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol Ski Swap. Perfect time to get you and your family outfitted for all of the winter activities, skiing, snowshooting, snowboarding, and so much more. From the gear to the clothing, you can get some great deals here. It all kicks off at the Fair and Expo Center with gear registration. So if you have any old gear you want to swap out, today is the day to bring it all in, and then you shop tomorrow and Sunday. You can go to our website, KXY.com, for all the details.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
There are many different ways that Numerica gives back. Financial education is my way of giving back to the community by being able to help members in branch and getting the opportunity to go out into schools and teach kids about how to put themselves in a better position financially.
The more I learn about Tiffany Smiley, the more worried I get.
Tiffany Smiley has said that it would be awesome to have Donald Trump support. Donald Trump is far from awesome.
She questioned the integrity of the 2020 election.
Come on. Smiley promised Mitch McConnell that she would flip control of the Senate to him.
They could rig the courts with more extreme judges. She could give Mitch McConnell the power to pass a nationwide abortion ban.
That's horrible.
The more you learn about Tiffany Smiley, the worse it gets.
Women voters responsible for the content of this advertising.
This time of year, conditions can change drastically in minutes. For weather that extreme, you need the 4 News Now First Alert Weather Team. Online, on the air, and on the app. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Oh, good morning, everybody. There is a live look. Again, it's going to be 7:28 before the sun is up officially, but we're seeing the hint of it. And we're going to see the promise of some scattered showers coming in the midday. We're going to be into the 40s throughout much of the morning, but then our high today is going to be 54 degrees. Now, we extend this out. We're going to be 54 again tomorrow, cloudy. We're going to have rain coming in Sunday afternoon, evening. That's going to be mountain snows, and Halloween looks to start with rain. 54 for the high, and then a mix coming in for the middle of next week. That's rain or snow.
I don't like that mix.
Okay. We'll stop it. I'll take it out.
Would you? That'd be great. Thanks. I appreciate that. And we appreciate you joining us. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts now.